Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing with what is an ongoing 32-man competition here at Laban's Pool Arena in Namulanda, Entebbe Road in central Uganda. My name is Peter Chebe to bring to you the first quarterfinal of the tournament between two of the tournament favorites, Joseph Kasozi, nicknamed the Sharpshooter, taking on Ibrahim Sejemba, nicknamed Mayweather. They are racing to 6 for a place in the semi-final. Share the video, tag a friend to tell a friend, tell them that this is going to be exciting. Live commentary is jamming in the next minute. In the meantime, the two players are definitely two of the current crop of very good players in the country of Uganda. Joseph Kasozi, teammates with Sejemba Ibra, and so has been the case for some time. The two have just been signed by Roxbury Pool Club in Chiwanga, the latest acquisition to the Pool Association of Uganda club setup found in Chiwanga near Kampala in Uganda. They are under the same management, good friends they are, but on the table the friendship doesn't count. The two were also part of the Mbali Pool Club League winning team coming to 1 year ago, and the two were also part of the Ntinda Giants Pool Club League winning team. The two are very accomplished players also in terms of number of tournaments won. In terms of Pool Association of Uganda accolades, Joseph Kasozi has a slightly higher notch, having won 3, including the Kampala Open of 2017, the Christmas Cup of 2018, as well as the Grand Open of this year, 2023. While for Ibra Sejemba, you will talk of the 2018 Christmas Cup, as well as the King of the Table Championship last year, 2022. But Ibra is more accomplished in terms of privately organized comps won. He has won so many more than Kasozi. Much as Kasozi has won a good number in himself, Ibra will take credit for winning the double elimination comps in Upper Volta back-to-back years in 2020 as well as 21. The Amigos annual Double Life competition 2020 as well as 2021. The Kumba Open, Abanaked Open, amongst others, but he will take the biggest credit for winning 2 international competitions out of Ugandan soil. The first to achieve that, the Matthew Ngolove competition in Lusaka, Zambia 2019, as well as the Grand Mchana Open, which he won in Nairobi earlier this year, around 3 months ago, when he won very, very convincingly amongst the victims, including Aiden Joseph, making that victory even sweeter for Joseph Kasozi. Kasozi Joseph leads 1-0. They are racing to 6. They have faced off a number of times before. Many won by Ibra, some won by Kasozi, definitely. Most notably, a money match that was organized at Pacify Hotel in Wakaliga for 2 million Uganda shillings, the equivalent of $600 US. Ibra winning 16-11. That was during the time of lockdown. Kasozi's recent victory over Ibra was in the quarterfinals of a 16-man comp organized at Blackpool Arena around 4 months ago or so. Racing to 11, if I'm not mistaken. Kasozi won 11-8. If not 11-9, if my memory serves me right. Special thanks to the management team that is in charge of both of these players once again. The managers, especially Zach of Roxbury Pool Club and Roxbury Bar and Restaurant in Chiwanga. The good job done in both of these players, facilitating them for local and international events. Local events like this one, the forthcoming Pool Association of Uganda tournament next week, as well as international competitions like the Grand Mchana Open, the Billiards Cafe Double Elimination Comp, and the Queen's International Double Elimination Comp in Kenya, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, respectively, where both were in participation. This is Ibrahim Sejemba trying to respond to Blood with Blood. Good. That skill looks very simple, but I can tell you it's not simple at all. He has a small body, but he knows how to manipulate it even here. That is one thing I admire about his game. The body size is not an issue. Makes body manipulation to cover up for his small size, and he now equalizes Ibra 1, Kasozi 1, race to 5, actually race to 6 for a place in the semi-finals of this ongoing 32-man comp here at Laban's in Namuland. These boys are ushering us into Christmas with their amazing talents. Look at that. I love it when good friends are big rivals on the table, because on the table it is strictly pure business. While Kasozi is Ibra's friend and fan, he is open to a money match against him. It is that beautiful. Also, Manyoso says Ibra all the way. Abdul Karim Jinxie uploading Ibra's apple. Bwanika Mansur has defeated William Kanyesije to qualify. I think he's the last player into the quarterfinals, and he will be taking on Ibrahim Kayanja Masiramu. Is an offer best supporting Ibra Wilson Biaruhanga. You say your blood group is Sejemba Ibra. Oh, although someone is not home, I don't know who is not home, but it's very beautiful, equating your support for these players to your own blood group. That's nice. Junior Remy Shurem, thank you for watching. This match, which is currently drawing 1-1, this is where these players derive the form that they take to bigger tournaments in and out of the country. Ibra Sejemba earlier this year won 2 tournaments in very, very convincing fashion. The way he won the Grand Mchana Open and a 16-man comp, an 8-man comp that went on at Dice Lounge a week later. You can never have a more solid performance than what happened in those 2 victories. But then the consistency became an issue when he went missing in the next 2 comps that happened. Then he proceeded to the National Open, where he was defeated in the round of last 64 by little known Moses Omara. His performance in Zambia in that double elimination cup was very good, but not excellent. What lacked in what would have been an otherwise very exceptional show was defeat in the final to Sanford Griffin Jinte. But here he is, and now leads 2-1. Kasozi has been missing off the prize podium for a good time now. Ever since winning that Grand Open Championship of the Police Station of Uganda, where he defeated Caesar in the final, he has been missing on the podium. I'm failing to remember when he won his last comp, even one of this magnitude. Thank you, my good brother Hans Rugari, watching most likely from Lusaka. Wilson Biaruhanga is in our fire base. As Ibra breaks, how will he? It's a foul on the break. In my opinion, the best attribute to Ibra's game is to break and finish. When his game is on, when his break is on, nobody is too much for him. Nobody. He, however, survives in an environment which is either silent or where the noise is for him. When the noise is against him, things always don't go his way. It is something he has to work on. He can't be supported all the time. Kasozi's performance in the last few tournaments was also not good at all, especially the big ones. The National Open Championship of the Pro Station of Uganda, he was defeated in the round of 128, first round by Lubula Simon. Went on to participate in the double elimination comp in Zambia at Billiards Cafe. Both lives defeated not so convincingly. His only big win actually in the both tournaments came against Tanzania's Abdallah Hussein. Otherwise, I remember him losing to Inspector of Zimbabwe, Tendai Mobaiwa. He also went on to win a very convincing money match against Kelvin in Zambia, and then proceeded to Zimbabwe, where he was welcomed to a money match, losing to Kile, then defeating Bibido. Also lost, but after a very good performance, even in loss, to Jeremiah Naido Ganda. In the tournament itself, he came good against Ishmael Mteto of South Africa, but lost his second life in the last 16 of the losers category, if I'm not mistaken, to Zimbabwe's Roni. So mixed performances from both of these players in the recent past. These are the comps which test the readiness of these players to play in the big ones. In the next 20-30 minutes, one of these players will be subjecting the other to a bad Christmas, depending on the result of this match. So far the scores: in blue are for Kasozi, in red for Ibra, who is enjoying a slim 2-1 lead. Kasozi playing to equalize. He won the first frame and lost the next two. It's a match which is being played so far at a high tempo, high level. Seremba Kasim supporting Kasozi. Shafiq Walusembi. Thank you for watching. Uncle Ham. Oswell Manyoso. You say Kasozi plays like a fish, but his type of play is very difficult to defeat him. Actually, he's a player who doesn't enjoy as much respect as his accolades would warrant. He's the one that most, if not all, of the fellow senior players are not afraid to take on anytime. But he keeps bringing them in those good results. Most likely the game coming live next should be Bwanika Mansur versus Ibrahim Kayanja, as Joseph Kasozi sinks in the black to equalize. Kasozi 2, Ibra 2, rest to 6. Kasozi to break. How well will he break? Look at his technique. Hits the top ball, sinks in 2 yellows, actually 2 reds, and I think we'll be going for the reds, not only because they are fewer but also because they are positioned well. Mission is for him to lead with an apple. He is actually going for the yellows and he closes the table on yellows. In the meantime, Rashid Wagawa has had very light work of Dan Mobidu, and the Dog City is the first player into the semi-finals. This tournament is going according to plan in terms of time taken between matches. So all the 3 quarterfinals are now going on. At the same time, we shall be having updates from Bwanika Mansur against Ibrahim Kayanja, also Farouk Mutumba against Yuda Sembusi Dembaba. Kasozi is a very attack-minded player. He finds winning easy when his touch is on. His nickname is the sharpshooter because of his ability to take out that hard ball in a long range target when he needs it. He shoots it sharp and hard. While Ibra is nicknamed Mayweather after his childhood idol, the American boxer Floyd Mayweather, whose management team, the management team, also became the nickname of Ibra's management team here at home, called the Money Mate team. Greetings to all of them. Manager Zach from Roxbury, Chiwanga. The first lady of the team, Michelle Chomudisha. Raymond Ahewa, Bob Katerega, Lawrence Sengonge, champion Magabe Robert. And while for Kasozi, he also has additional management in terms of Jesse multi-agencies, who jointly with Roxbury in Chiwanga take good care of him, financing his matches, his travel. In fact, the last time I checked, they were planning ahead, contemplating to participate in the IPA, International Polo Association, happening in the United Kingdom around April next year. Habib says Ibra should improve on his time management. Even shots which are simple and obvious, he takes the whole day. Actually, by the rules, a player has 60 seconds. They have 60 seconds between shots. So as long as it is not more than 60 seconds they take, then they are playing within their time. Some players take a little time, some take more time than others. But as long as it is less than 60 seconds between shots, then it is not time wasting. Thank you for watching. Junior Remishram welcoming viewers from Malawi. I notice an influx of supporters from Malawi on this page, especially after that Jinte debacle. And Oscar Singini says Jinte will smash these two. Jinte has never played with Kasozi, but he has played with Ibra, I think, twice in the same competition, and Jinte won both of them. But he said no to a money match on request from Ibra thereafter. Not bad defensive play from Kasozi. One of them will have to shy away from the cowardice to play an innovative shot to try and win this match. We are at Laban's Arena, Namulanda, alongside Entebbe Road, in the East African country, a proud East African country called Uganda, where we're having a 32-man competition like is normally the case, and it is already at the round of last 8, the quarterfinals. Two of the would-be tournament favorites, Joseph Kasozi and Ibra Sejiemba, are facing off as early as the quarterfinals. One of them will be proceeding to the semis, one of them will be proceeding home to catch up with the rest of Christmas. Here is Ibra. It won't be easy, but maybe he's trying to go for it. Ends up having himself snookered. In the meantime, this weekend we are having the last calendar individual event of the year in the Polar Association of Uganda calendar. It is called the end of year tournament, the end of year competition, being held at Koma Gardens in Matuga near Kampala. Over 100 men expected, over 30 ladies expected. It is an East African championship of some sort because there is expectation of players from Tanzania as well as Kenya. So far 11 Kenyan men and 5 Kenyan ladies have already registered. Also, it is the last tournament I will be serving as the publicity secretary of the Pool Association of Uganda as my term comes to an end. But I'll continue streaming for you these events like this one in private capacity. And this is Ibra Sajemba acting like Ibra normally acts when a chance like this is presented to him. He has had a very mixed year. It will be so nice if he concluded the year, nice of him if he concluded the year by winning a comp. Very mixed, has been blowing hot and cold in tournament after another, winning some very beautifully, losing some very miserably. The major difference between him and Caesar is the question of consistency. But at least this year, he has regained a lot of respect in head-to-head performances against Caesar, especially winning Caesar twice in 2 lives in the same tournament at Billiards Cafe in Zambia 3 weeks ago. An even more convincing victory against the same player in a final over an 8-man comp organized at Dice Lounge a week after return from Nairobi, where he won the Grand Mchana Open. He needs to win more of these to re-establish the fear factor, which majority, if not all, of Ugandan players had on him, especially during and right after lockdown. After that brief 1 minute time for Ibra out, he returns with his 3-2 lead to break. The last break of his was a foul on the break. He hit the top ball. What will be his breaking technique this time round? He again hits the top ball, sinks in 1 red, and all balls are pretty not bad. It's a game, if in good form, could go for and finish off. How good will he do it? Wait and see. Ibra 3, Kasozi 2, rest 5.
Manisuru bamuwadde mmere kaluba. Kubadde nga yeyanga manusure yakona manusure yakona
Good shooting this. Looks simplistic, but actually sublime. And the match is starting to drift away from Kasozi. Ibra is the exact wrong player to go for 2 down against. These are the games where the win is a lot more important than simply getting to the semi-finals or taking the money. The thing is simply to win. Kasozi to break, aiming at the top ball, sinks in 2 yellows. A very good break this one. The last time he sunk in 2 yellows, he instead went with the reds, failed to finish off the game and lost it eventually. This time he goes with his numerical advantage of yellows, which 2 of which were potted on the break. Made it a little bit difficult when that yellow near the black ball was neared by the red in that previous shot. But these are top players, and Kasozi responds by exactly getting a good cue ball for that yellow. The fastest apple he has ever scored was in 74 seconds. This one, if it goes in, is likely to be even quicker. But to achieve that, he doesn't have to waste a lot of time between these 3 remaining shots. There we go. After this one, someone please crop this video out for me, and we have it timed. His fastest apple scored was in 74 seconds. This one is definitely more than 1 minute. I don't know by how many seconds for him to try and equate or break his own record, and now pulls one back. Kasozi 3, Ibra 4.
Tuyanziza omulimu gw'okoze waliwo bw'otaasinza n'efujika n'ogibakwasa mu ngalo. Uniform
tebakyagula masaati
tebakyagula saati kati enjeru wagifunye eya bbulaaka yiyo yakakobe nayo weeri otaasizza bati naffe waffe otukolereyo kikampuni nze nyambadde yange
naye alina kampuni y'essebo
nakibagambye ebyo bye mugwa ensimbu ebyo mugwa ensimbu musemberera amabaati labani obuuma bo baba butuli bubi biwetole otuze obuuma.
For those of you who are just joining this stream right now, it is the second quarterfinal of an ongoing 32-man comp here at Laban's Arena in Namulanda between Ibrahim Sejemba and Joseph Kasozi. And in a race to 7 frames have been played so far, evenly contested, with Ibra leading 4-3. He has a task to try and see off this frame, and he will be very mindful that failure to see it off will mean that his opponent will most likely see off his own frame and equalize. He became a very prominent player, Ibra, in 2020 during lockdown, when he invited the country of Uganda, besides 4, that is Kasozi, Caesar, Mansour and Geoffrey Setumba Fire, to no black money matches, and one many of them, most notably the no black contests he won against Amos and Black Sheep. Other victims included Isaac Sebufu, Alan Nsubuga, of course there were losses to Habib and Ivan Morunj. Here he will have a more simplified task of potting that red ball, white ball bouncing off the cushion, and black in the center pocket near where it is resting, as easy as that.
Short Ibra, short Ibra, short Ibra.
5-3. Ibra extends his lead. For Kasozi to win this match, he must win the remaining 3 frames or else bow out of the tournament.
Tata Jose Rollins.
And that foul by Kasozi most definitely tells the story of his play in the match. The two players have not played at the same level besides the first 2-3 frames. After then, it was pretty much a Sejemba show. Sometimes Kasozi failing even to select the more realistic choice of color of balls to play, sometimes failing to finish off frames, sometimes putting the cue ball on the break and getting punished thereafter. It is now Ibra in full control of this frame, definitely the match. Not a bad shot from Kasozi. Makes the frame now very even and winnable to both players.
Laba ni amechi namba tujje.
Kasozi must decide whether to play not to pot or to pot that yellow ball while opening up the bad yellow ball, which is what he's doing. It will not come easy, but it's possible, and does it. Not very lucky with the white though. Maybe the best option is to try and pot that yellow ball to the corner pocket closest to your screen. Maybe off the red ball to the center pocket. That is very unlikely. Maybe bank it to the corner pocket. Nothing will come easy. And yet the reds on the Ibra perspective are pretty much open. Surely Kasozi leave the game begging. The winner of this match will take on Rashid Wagaba, Dog City. Kasozi goes for the bank shot and misses. That yellow ball looked destined for the corner pocket closest to your screen until it was intercepted by the reds. It is becoming increasingly likely that Kasozi is fighting a losing battle. All Ibra is trying to do is to ensure that he plays the white ball away from Kasozi until he either fouls or give him a good white ball to play with. In this situation, it is the player with the fewer balls who is at a big disadvantage. Nobody would rather be in Kasozi's position, although he only has one yellow on the table. Comes out of the cushion, finds the angle, and maybe this is the good ball that Ibra, the good white that Ibra has been looking for. Kasozi's ball is more or less dead. That yellow. Ibra continues with his quest to have two shots and go for this game with those two shots. And this time Kasozi fouls.
Kusoka chichowa dechi. Bangu setsimu deep repeat.
Ibrahim Kanja leads 3-2 against Bwanika Mansur, while Yuda Sembosi Dembaba leads 4-1 against Farouk Matumba. That is what is going on in the other quarterfinals. The first quarterfinal was won by Rashid Wagaba Dog City against Dan Mobido. Dog City will be playing the winner of this match, while the winner of Mansur and Masilamu will be taking on the winner between Dembaba and Farouk. This is a routine clearance, especially to a player of Ibra's level. Just like that. Ibra sees off Joseph Kasozi pretty much convincingly 6-3 to qualify for the semi-final, where he will be awaited by Rashid Wagaba. Dog City, thank you for your audience. We meet in the next match.